So after all this time of a whole lot of people still thinking Tupac was alive, because he's the one rapper that's been dead for so long that a lot of people are still just being questionable about him being alive or not. Even myself at a particular time when I was younger just would question like, dang, you know, when he's Machiavelli, he gonna come back. But anyways, it looks like the 12 is now set. Well, first of all, there's a artist that goes by the name of, well, he's an artist, business guy, gangster pretty much, that goes by the name of Keefe D. Now y'all probably seen some of Keefe D interviews. He was one of the guys that was actually, he admitted he was in the car that actually shot pretty much the night they actually killed Tupac. He was in the car of the shooter that actually did it. He's been going around doing all type of interviews, giving up all the details on exactly what happened. And most recently, the 12 actually did a raid into his house. They said they found, you know, like bullets and all type of stuff of Tupac memorabilia. Because like I say, everybody's been wondering who in the blue hell killed Tupac and is he still alive? Well, it looks like some more details have come in, and 12 has said they got charges they're going to be bringing against Keefe D. And we'll get right into that right after the intro. Check it out, man. All right. Keep outside and go and like the video so we can get the story started. Anyways, so this guy, Keefe D, he's like one of the last gangsters from that era that's actually still alive. Of course, you know, a lot of people died being in gangs and stuff like that. But he said, you know, he admitted in the interview he's one of the last ones that could actually tell everybody the actual story of what happened to Tupac. And now they're saying that the 12, after doing a raid on his home, he's going to be facing imminent charges for the murder of Tupac Shakur. So after like 27 years, really like 26 years and 11 months, the murder of Tupac Shakur has finally been solved. And not only been solved, but they said they're going to actually be able to just close the case out after 27 years. The report says Compton Crip gang leader Keefe D has gravely boasted about his alleged involvement in a Tupac murder, which he definitely did, boast about it a lot. And now law enforcement believes they have enough to present evidence to a grand jury to close the almost 27-year case. So pretty much the Keefe D guy, he said that he wasn't the guy that shot, but the guy that he was in a car with was the one that actually shot. You know, he also threw P. Diddy's name in it a lot as well, and pretty much said, hey man, listen, if it wasn't for P. Diddy and the stuff that he was doing, I would have never been involved in this, and I would have never, you know, I wouldn't even, none of this would have even happened if it wasn't for P. Diddy. So he's kind of throwing his name in there a lot. And then of course, pretty much they're saying that Keefe D has cancer right now. So the fact that he's got cancer and he's already slowly dying, this is why he's now coming out and just telling everything that he actually knows, because it is a little close to the end for him. So he's taking the opportunity to actually do that. Anyways, the rest of the report says, optimistic they have built enough evidence against the Compton Crip gang leader, Keefe D, 60 years old, to finally close the Tupac case. Almost 27 years after the rap icon was fatally wounded and died 6 days after being shot 4 times on a Las Vegas strip, aged 25, on 7 September 1996. Insiders told the U.S. Sun on Friday that leading officers with the backing of the district attorney have allegedly built a strong case against Keefe D, who has previously confessed to helping hunt down and assassinate Tupac. The district attorney office is due to present their case to the Las Vegas grand jury. 2 sources confirmed to the publication. One insider said a criminal case will be brought imminently, and the district attorney is looking at first-degree murder potentially for Keefe D based on Nevada law. Keefe has given multiple interviews and written a memoir called Compton Street Legend, confessing to his role in the shooting of Tupac, and claims he rode in a car and handed nephew Orlando Anderson the murder weapon before he fired the fatal shots that killed the rapper. So like I told you, Keefe D said that he didn't actually murder Tupac, but he did hand a weapon to his son, Orlando Anderson, and I believe that's the same guy that Tupac had actually got into a fight with, so that was just him getting his lick back. You know how the streets go. You do something to them, they got to do something, you get their lick back. And then it says, if a grand jury decides the evidence supplied is strong enough for them to suspect Keefe of being criminally guilty in the capacity of Tupac's death, the case will be proceeded. One source said the homicide team did not enter into into this investigation lightly. They knew that the world would be watching if they took action against Keefe. They do not want to make any missteps. So they've been pretty much investigating him for a while, but they don't want to make any type of missteps or nothing like that because they really want to close out the case of Tupac. I'm sure a lot of people want to close it out because everybody been wondering if he's still alive or not, and he's not, obviously. It says one key aspect was building a strong case and file evidence detailing how Keefe was one of the 4 suspects in the car, was pivotal in an actual murder. Then the destruction of the critical evidence. So he's already admitted that he was one of the people in the car, but not just one of the people in the car, that he actually handed his nephew the murder weapon. Keefe's own words and comments in his interviews and memoir obviously have him as a potential murder suspect. So yeah, those interviews he's done is what got him into be a murder suspect. But there's a lot more to the case than simply showing a jury those statements. The detectives have been piecing together as much information, evidence, and witness statements about Keefe's role that night and actions afterwards. So if he's 60, I'm pretty sure the people around him that probably saw the stuff got to be up in their 50s and 60s. So they're asking a lot of people that's of age more details. Keefe has gloated so much about this that he effectively talked himself into a huge legal trouble. They have spent months pulling it together and continue to hunt down corroborating evidence and other possible witnesses for the grand jury. Keefe claims in his memoir Tupac appears to be reaching for a weapon before the execution, but his side fired first, essentially killing the rapper. So he pretty much says Tupac was trying to bust back, was about to bust first when he saw them, but it looks like they waited to get Tupac first. And now one of the greatest rappers of all time, poet, storyteller, talking about really, sort of a revolutionist as well, mixed all together, has been deceased. So we can finally put that to rest. Anyways, let me know something coming up below. Let me know what you think about this entire ordeal. I'm out.